Sup Tribe, is Lanny Smith, the founder of Actively Black. I'm here at Fancy's, a black-owned restaurant here in Houston, Texas, with my man, the attorney, the agent, the businessman, Ken Harris, and the one and only Mr. Tendernism himself. We wanted to celebrate this moment. We're having a Tendernism Actively Black collab that's launching soon, and I just wanted to have a conversation with the men who were behind this, so y'all understand where this all came from. So first and foremost, Walt Johnson, Mr. Tendernism, for the world to know, from the man who invented the word itself, what is the definition of tendernism?
The definition of tendernism, you don't need no teeth for the meat. Yeah. I'm talking about real tender. It's melting your mouth. That's the definition.
Okay. And speaking of the word tendernism, I wanted you to talk about our first conversation that we had, because you hit me one night and you said, "Hey man, I got the trademark for tendernism," and that set me back. So I want you to kind of talk through, your role in securing the trademark for tendernism and the thought behind that. Why did you do that?
Well, that was an interesting conversation, that we had, Lanny, because your reaction was like everyone in the country. Everyone loves Walt Johnson, and everyone is protective of him. And your reaction was one of protection and saying, "Hey, look, we want to make sure that Walter benefits from his creation." And when I watched from a distance the wonderful things that Walt had created related to tendernism, I had a growing concern.
Yeah.
Because from a legal standpoint, I looked at it and I said, "Hey, look, there's a challenge. Walt may not benefit from his own creation, which is absolutely magnificent, but the African American community nationally may not benefit from it if we don't secure the intellectual property rights." So I took a step to make sure that we secured that.
Yeah.
And then I immediately started trying to reach out to Mr. Johnson. And thank goodness the good Lord blessed me and Walt, because there was a gentleman named Joe White who's here. And Joe served as a bridge between me and Walt, and we got this thing going. And it's just a remarkable illustration of what happens when the Black community comes together, utilizes their resources in unison to do big and historic things.
And that's really what the brand with Actively Black is about, And so first and foremost, man, I apologize. I know I probably went off on you a little bit, but to your point, it was out of protection,
Exactly.
You told me you had the trademark for tendernism, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's something that Walt created. Why did you have the trademark?
Exactly.
But then when I learned, your heart and your intention behind it, that you wanted to make sure that you were going to give that ownership over to him so that he could own what he created. And far too often, there's a history, especially in this country, of Black talent creating the things, but then not having ownership and then not being able to profit from what we create. So, Walt, how did that feel for you to know that somebody else was looking out for your best interest, and he took, he was active in it. He actively went and got that trademark to transfer to you. How'd that make you feel?
Well, I felt real good, but them blessings.
Yeah.
See, you never know what's going to happen. So you look forward, and what you say, what's meant for you, you going to get it.
Yeah.
And so he sent an angel. You get what I'm saying? He just happened to be one of them bald-headed angels, but he came on in, Mike. You get what I'm saying? He set it out for me.
Yeah.
And so that brotherhood,
you
see, that's what it's back to. See how the things come together. Might not been as fast as I wanted to, or fast as the next man, but it all came together.
Yeah.
And upstairs, he said, "I know when to put these people together." Yeah. And look what we met. Now I got you, Mike. Hey man, look.
Black.
Hey man, check this out. We definitely active. And we definitely Black. Hey, that ain't no doubt about it.
Right.
And not only that, look at him. I ain't gonna look. This guy snapped back. Hey, where it come from, Mike? Look at him. Just the man right here.
Nah, man, I'm incredibly, humbled and honored, to sit with y'all and build this together, and like I said, so much props to you for what you did. What we're trying to build with Actively Black, we say all the time, we're not asking for a seat at the table, we're building our own table.
Exactly.
And Black ownership, that's an important part of what we're doing. there's so many of these corporations and these brands that have profited billions of dollars off of black talent, black culture, black consumerism, and then we're the ones who are not benefiting from it.
You
So,
say billions. You try trillions.
what would it be? Oh, trillions. You right.
Money.
You right.
Well, Lanny, I did want to say to you, man, how much the national African American community appreciates your efforts. And that was one of the things I saw, because I once I got a feel for what Mr. Johnson was about, and understanding that he was authentic and exactly what he represented.
Yeah.
When we first met him and he became viral. I know a lot of people wondered whether or not he was genuine and really like we think he is, and he
Oh,
is.
it's 24/7.
Oh, I'm telling you, he's something special.
Don't expect no change.
But
I ain't changing.
I knew that there was an alignment between what you had accomplished nationally and where Mr. Johnson was headed as a brand. So in my early discussions with Joe, I knew that there were possibilities that we could enhance or get involved in that would really benefit the national African American community.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
Yeah.
We here now, but we ready to do things for the national black community and the community as a whole. So props to you, man, for your journey and for your example and what you have shown to us in terms of being a great example of an African American businessman. And you know, Walt is the same way. So it's a great combination. I'm the little man at the table. And let's get this thing.
You're the reason. You're the reason we all sitting at this table
I'm
together.
telling you,
So
it all came together.
Yeah,
You see how it come together. Now, what we gonna do with it?
Exactly.
oh, we get ready to launch.
We finna tenderize tendernism. All brothers and sisters throughout the world. We coming at y'all. Y'all want to have fun and joy. Right here. I say we're gonna be active and we definitely black.
Speaking of that joy, we just got finished watching you cook back in the kitchen, and one of the things I noticed was, you know, you cook with so much joy. Where did your passion come from for food and for cooking? Where does that come from?
I used to cook in a lot of restaurants. So I used to cook and people kind of say, well, there's something wrong with this here, and they bring it back. So when they bring it back, they say, wow, chef, come here for a minute. You got a problem, such and such and such. I said, okay, let me take care of that. So now I present the food back to the customer myself. I say, hey, look here, I heard you had a problem. You don't have to worry about it. Just eat this and let me know. The expression on their face, the way they felt. You know, someone wanted to leave me tips. I didn't do it for no tip. I just want them to be enjoyed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And see, once I look at that glow in their eye, I say, oh, this might be where I'm supposed to be at. And so from that point on, I just got to cooking, man. And then when I see people patting their feet and eating, boy, looking here, I say, oh, yeah, well, they feel good now. And see, that's a good feeling inside. It ain't all about the money. It's about how you make a person feel. So in my books, say if you feed them first, you can give them the word later. Other word, a person ain't gonna listen to you if their stomach empty. But you get their stomach full and the atmosphere right, and they dealing with Tendernism Johnson. Well, you can't help but feel good. You know what I mean, man? That's what made this cooking come live.
That's amazing. I mean, when you think about the history of black culture and what food has meant, you know, we are a communal people. We gather around food as something that we're able to express our love and our joy for each other through those moments. So that makes sense. When this thing first started popping off on social media for you and going viral, did you have any idea about what was going on and how the world was now learning about tendernism and why those lines were wrapped around the block to come see you? Did you have any idea what was going on in the moment?
No, man, because, you know, man, look at here, putting food out, right? So I know, hey, look, they come for this food, man. And then all of a sudden people say, man, you just naturally funny. You could have told me all this before I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Then I went ahead to get up, because I could have did this at 8, 9, and 10. You know what I'm saying? But hey, just the way it is. But then once I found out, it's a good feeling. I'm glad if I can embrace people like that, make people feel that way, then it's my job.
And then we, like you mentioned, we saw the the Black community really take ownership of the movement. You know, everybody looked at you as Unc. You know what I mean? And they're very protective over the fact that they felt like in some moments you may have been maybe being taken advantage of, or maybe not being compensated for the value that you were bringing. How did that make you feel to know that, you know, you had millions of people, strangers who never met you, who really cared about, well, what is Walt getting out of this? And the way that you saw the Black community rally around you, how did that make you feel?
It made me feel pretty good. You know, I can't say it enough. You know, we bring all the people together, man. It's like, in a sense, man, when they was doing the march, you know what I'm saying? And then when they brought to the White House, see, all of us can come together right now like this. Then, hey, this is something we need to have. We need to have a whole state full of tendernism. You did. Everybody come to the state. I got some tendernism for them.
Yeah.
I got a little bit.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
They gonna eat first, though. They gonna eat first. Then we talk to them. Because we all need to come together, man.
Yeah.
The world's so screwed up right now. So we need to keep us together. That's what we do. And all them people stuff. Yeah, hey, Mr. Tendernism, you him. Yeah, I'm here. I'm the same Walter. Because I ain't going to change now.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to come and have fun, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Now they ain't come hang out with my little brother, boy. Hey, he got the snapback. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. This one made me feel good. Brothers like Kevin. See, I got a partner named Joe. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, that's what the world's about.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
I was also wanting to talk about the quality of Walter's interactions with people, because it is rare and historic when you have someone who has the gift of interacting with other people and making them feel good. And he has that unique ability. And you watch some of the things that him and Joe have put together recently, where Walt will go out to a restaurant and interact with someone who's been challenged or struggling. And the way he makes them feel and the way he inspires them, that's why I think it's so important that we treasure people like him. Absolutely. They don't come along but once in a lifetime. Yeah. So we better be careful and make sure we treasure and honor what he is now. And again, that's why I think this connection with the Actively Black and the quality that you've instilled in your product is important. There's a compatibility here. Yeah. But it only happens every now and then. Yeah. So it's important for us to make sure that we emphasize it and grow it.
Yeah, and I think the other thing is that authenticity. You know what I mean? You can't fake how he makes people feel, you know, as soon as he steps into the room. And that's something that we really built.
Can't fake this.
Built our brand off of. Right.
That's right. Yeah.
And to me, that's, you know, when I think about tendernism, outside of the textbook definition from the man himself, to me, I saw it as something that was representing something bigger than just the food. It was like, I'm seeing these people come together around this movement. Exactly. We're seeing Black talent get not only the spotlight it deserves, but of course the ownership that it deserves as well. I gotta call one person in here to come sit with us real quick, because anytime you see, you know, Black men reaching some level of success, there's always a Black woman that's beside it. And so I want to hear from Mrs. Tendernism.
Booyah!
Yeah, let's bring in your wife.
Come on in, sweet. Come on.
I think so.
You know you good. Yeah. You can even have some water.
Thanks.
The queen herself. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. You know, first, I just want to know from your perspective, as you've watched this movement, you've seen what's happened with your husband and the whole world now knowing his name and this tendernism movement that he's created. How has that been from your perspective? And how have you felt about it?
It's been amazing. I feel now that he's getting what due justice for him, because I was very angry over the few years that he was doing this with that person. I kept saying, you got talent, you got knowledge, you got wisdom. That's money. He may have had the name to sign a piece of paper and get a loan, but you got what he needs to make that loan. Okay? the weather like this, 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd get angry sometimes because he got up and went barbecues in the backyard. But I think he's getting his due justice because he's good at what he does. He loves what he does. Had a young man walk up to us one day, which really shook me. He says to Walter, "Man, I wake up and listen to you every morning."
Wow.
He say, "You give me life. You make me want to live." This was a young man, and this was just a few months ago, and I'm like, wow, he's done something.
Yeah.
All the young men in our family, most of the older guys are gone, but the guys that are growing up, our grandchildren, they call on him. They come to the house more than they ever now. Walter's there. Even the little ones, all the way up to 30 years old and almost 40. They look up to him.
Yeah.
So Walter's able to communicate with these all nationalities.
Yeah.
From little bitty babies like your new baby, he make them smile. Little ones, 8, 9, 10, 5, and 6. Mr. Tendernism, that's the funny man. And they run to him. So he has got something. You said a mouthful. He's got something.
Yeah.
I did not realize the impact of this until a few months ago.
Now, so, but you mentioned something, but you've always seen this in him. Before the world saw it, you saw
Yeah, I
it.
did.
Yeah.
That's just the kind of person I am. I have a sense of, I see good in everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody got some good in them. You know, whether they manifest it or not is a different thing.
Wow.
Walter manifested his. He even surprised people. I've been knowing him since he was 18, so we won't tell how old he is. He's been able to awe people that's been knowing him all his life in this perspective of giving himself to the people. Because that's what he's doing. He's giving himself to people. And I appreciate the people loving on him. And I tell him that as I see him. Thank you for loving him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you for accepting him. And you guys have been able to share with us in society, and our people especially, how important this man has become to our people. You know, even though he's reaching out to everybody,
Yeah. Yeah.
our people they need it.
Yes,
The young men
you
need
need
it.
it.
The young girls need it.
Walt, how does that make you feel to know that, you know, you have somebody in your corner who's been pouring into you and speaking life into you even before the whole world found out about how special you were? She already knew that and has been speaking that life into you. How does that make you feel?
Hey, it make me feel pretty good, you know. Hey, after all, hey, she's my queen. So, but sometimes, you know, I might not listen to some things, and might listen to others. But she been in my corner all the way though. So hey,
I found that to be
booyah.
Thank you.
I found that to be true for myself and for many others. We the queens always know best, and they see things even sometimes before we see it. You know, so that's a beautiful thing. So I got to know this personality that he has. Has he always been this way? And I got to know how did we get together? How did we meet? Was it his charm? Did he charm you with this personality? How did this happen?
Ooh, the family, when they see this one, wow.
Yeah.
My baby brother and Walter were best friends since the age of 18.
Oh, wow.
My baby brother's deceased now. I was, of course, married and had children, and Walter knew former husband and the kid's father. And he knows all 4 of the kids. And so he was Uncle Walt to them. Years later,
changed.
8 years ago, Walter came back to California. He was always in and out. Okay. He came out to do some work at the house. My mother brought him because he calls my mother before he and I even got married. Okay. So she brings him out. He doesn't leave. He had said to me, I want to make a change in my life, da, 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 da. He started going to church with me. He started doing all the things that he felt he should do. And he wooed me. So when we told my mother about us, her first thing was, Edna, you fell for Walt? How did I miss that?
Let it roll.
Anyway, that's kind of how it started. And we were already friends, I already knew him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I knew of his character. I knew of his constantly roaming the earth. And he was friendly. He and I became friends first.
Gotcha.
We became friends. people were saying, well, you never had an attraction? Never. We never had an attraction that way. The kids, our father's been dead for over 25 years. We never had an attraction that way. You know, it's just, there he was.
Timing was right.
Timing was right. I
authentic,
guess
it
that's
was
what you
real.
say.
Yeah,
Timing was
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So that's kind of how, that's
And
my version.
the tendernism came up. Something, this conspiracy went on with that movement. Mama brought me there. I ain't left yet. Something happened, Ken. We're gonna get it together. No, just playing.
So the blessing with tendernism came after you find your queen.
Hey, look, check this out. The crazy part about it. I was in Atlanta, I met Ken. We talking about him, man. Look, here go what's your due diligence, man. Pass this over to you. Tenderness.
That was awesome what you did. Again, I'd like to thank you for that. That's not a normal thing people would do. Not at all. This was very, if we all look at this, we're talking about thousands of people falling in love with this man as a human being and saying, hey, we got something here.
Yeah.
You know, somebody that we can relate to, somebody that has something going for themselves, somebody was, and the men of our culture who are doing things and helping the people beginning to look at it and say, wait a minute, this man got something. He's not a high educated, all up here, big echelon, but he's got something. We're not gonna let anybody take anything away from our people anymore.
Yeah.
It has to stop. And we're gonna show you how we're gonna stop it. I like the style in which it was done. There was no big rally. There was no big protesting.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna show you with action. I'm from Missouri. I'm a show me girl.
Okay.
And our people showed the world
No.
that this is ours.
Yeah.
And you won't take anything else from us.
No, that's beautiful. I don't know how we can end on a better note than that. I mean, I don't know how you get any more actively black than that. You know, the fact that you took that initiative, you know, to look out for somebody that you didn't even know.
Yes.
And, you know, now we're sitting here together, you know, getting ready to launch this Tendernism Actively Black collab. It's a beautiful thing, man.
It
So
is.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Booyah.
Yes, sir. Queen, thank you.
Thank you, Lanny.
All right.
Yes,
man.
Kitty.
Hey,
Thank you, Walter.
hey, you know what time it was. You know what you did to me. But anyway, I love you too, baby. Hey, we gonna keep on going, baby, huh? Yeah, sometimes, you know, I'll be thinking about how to make them seeds and them sauces. They'll get distracted, you know what I'm saying? But no, man, I appreciate all
She
that.
got your heart tender over there.
Hey,
That's what it
hey,
is.
hey, check this out. And that's why I'm gonna do to a million more of people out there. I'm gonna have their heart tender. Booyah.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap.
Put them in the game.
We have some gifts for you guys.
Yep.
Oh, cool in the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some more gear for you as well.
Oh, yeah, boy, I'll really be packing that. Yeah. Look, I got a
You
whole.
said
on
you
the
wanted the
move.
backpack.
Yeah.
Ain't that something, man?
Got you, man.
Ain't that something,
Yes,
dude?
sir.
We might as well.
Of course, man.
Yeah, hey, we might well put tennis all
Hey,
across
we-
on the side of
we got it. It's coming.
We selling everything.
It's coming.
We selling braids. We selling extensions. You want to look? We're gonna have tendenism draw. No, I'm just playing. Tendenism, everything.